GoPro MAX 2 is a 360 camera. It captures literally everything around you, from the front, the back, up above you, etc. You just record a scene and have some fun while doing it, and later you can pick the best angles when editing.
With GoPro MAX 2, you don't have to worry about framing your shot, checking if everything's in the frame, etc. Just hold the camera in front of you on a selfie stick and it does basically everything for you. So it's easier to get the shot.
GoPro MAX 2 finally brings true 8K video in 360 mode, and that's a big step up from the first GoPro MAX. According to GoPro, that 8K video offers around 21% more resolution than the competition. And that resolution is not upscaled. There are no hidden tricks, it's all real pixels. That means you get sharper details and just overall better image quality when reframing your shots. And since it's all shot in 360 mode, you can have the same video file whether for vertical or horizontal aspect ratio, because you can reframe it however you like it. And that means that with just one single video, you can share it to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, etc.
What's more, GoPro MAX 2 finally has replaceable lenses. So if you happen to break it or scratch it for any reason, then you don't have to replace the whole camera, send it back to GoPro, etc. You can just take it off and replace it yourself. But a pair of two new lenses costs around $50 on official GoPro website. So it can be a little bit expensive to replace those. GoPro MAX 2 has some other creative effects such as time warp, time lapse. You can capture stars, car trails, all in 8K resolution in 360 mode. You can capture everything around you and create a moving time lapse or some insane hyperlapse.
When you don't need that 360 video, you can just choose single lens mode, which records a normal video up to 4K 60 frames per second. In this setting, you get 180 degrees field of view, which is the widest POV you can get from a GoPro camera. It's even wider than the ultra-wide lens mod.
And you can still change that field of view to linear, wide, max hyperview, etc. You can record some cinematic stuff with 360 degrees horizon lock, or mount it to your chest or your helmet and get that ultra-wide POV. GoPro MAX 2 can also capture 360 videos in slow motion, but at a cost of a much lower resolution. It's not gonna be 8K anymore. So the slow motion video won't look as good as on GoPro Hero 13, for example.
Max 2 offers 10-bit color and records 120 megabytes per second bitrate. If you use it with GoPro Labs, you can increase it up to 300. Add 8K resolution to it and the video quality is so much better. I like the contrast, the skin tones, the color science, etc. But if you are serious about the colors, you can use GP-Log if you want a professional level of color grading. Max 2 can also capture 29 megapixel photos where you reframe it however you like it. And for the most part, the photos are okay. I personally like the fact that you can simply grab a single frame from that 8K video and it has the same quality like the photos. You can choose a very specific scene from the video. Unfortunately, these photos are all in JPEG format, because in 360 mode there is no RAW support.
Though there are some things that I don't really like about it, that you may consider before buying one.
Once you capture that 360 video, you can't preview it on a small LCD screen when you're out there shooting. So even after 6 years, they still haven't improved on that. You can't use that touchscreen to rotate the camera view. So after the shot, you have no idea how it looks like. You need to take your phone and connect it to a mobile app, and then you can check it, which is a total misunderstanding nowadays.
What's more, there is no HDR mode or low light mode for that matter. So if it's nighttime and it's dark outside, the video quality will look terrible. Or it's gonna be too dark to see anything. And I don't really get it why it doesn't have HDR mode. Just imagine that you are cycling through a forest with difficult lighting conditions so the camera can expose better in it. But Max 2 cannot do that.
And most importantly, I think that their desktop app is outdated. It doesn't have many features such as object tracking, which lets you focus the camera on a person without creating keyframes, spending the time and editing all of that yourself.
With their desktop app, you have to basically do everything manually, create every single keyframe, etc. While on the mobile, you have presets, object tracking, which make editing 360 videos so much easier, especially for a new person. Yet, despite all of its limitations, I think that GoPro Max 2 is currently the best GoPro to have, because it's literally like having two cameras in one, a 360 camera and a regular GoPro. The video quality from it is good enough, the stitching line is not so irritating anymore, and you get all the shooting modes that you need. And if it happens that you accidentally scratch the lens, it's not a big deal because you can replace it yourself. So it's finally a 360 action camera. So if you don't need more slow motion than 60 frames per second and you're not lazy to spend time and edit your 360 videos, then I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more. See ya!